Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ty and welcome to today's video. In this video I'm going to be discussing my final thoughts before Dead Island 2 releases in just a few hours. As I have spent a lot of time covering this game, I thought it would make a little sense just to go over some final thoughts and things before we truly jump into the journey. All in all, I don't have a lot of expectations for Dead Island 2, and that may sound kind of weird seeing how many times I've talked about this game or really spoke about my thoughts. From my perspective, I'm looking at this game like an old Xbox 360 game from the 2010s, you know, not truly polished, not truly perfect, but a solid foundation that, expanded upon, could really be something special. I don't expect the game to blow my mind, but I do expect some good characters, some decent writing, maybe a decent story along the way, although I heard it's not so great. But really, I'm treating this game as sort of a remake. I'm going in with that perspective. You know, I do think this game is very much doing its own thing from the original Dead Island, but it's still a Dead Island game. It's still got that same core, you're still doing fetch quests, you're still looking for weapons for blueprints, you're still killing zombies, doing that same mission structure at the end of the day. So I don't really expect a ton in that way, but I do think it's going to be fun and hopefully not become too repetitive. Honestly, the worst thing that could happen is me getting bored, because if I'm bored, then I'm just not going to want to play the game and get demotivated to make content, so nobody wants that, right? Of course, I'm probably not going to come to that. I'm sure the game will be fun, and I've seen enough leaked footage to really know what to expect, so I know for sure I'm going to have a pretty good time, and hopefully you do too. I will admit, one of the best things about this game is probably going to be its co-op and all of those fun possibilities, because even if the game is a little janky, a little bit broken, I think that's going to lead to some funny moments, to be honest, at least from my perspective, because I always find that stuff funny. If a game's broken a little bit, okay, as long as glitches aren't soft-locking you out of missions or holding you off from progressing in the story, I honestly think it's fine most of the time, but I do see it coming in a lot of people's way, so hopefully it's pretty polished with that day one patch. I see a lot of people expecting this to be the new next big thing, the new next big RPG to jump into and grind all day and all night for, and it's not going to be. It's going to have a solid structure with a good foundation, things to loot for, things to grind for, but, you know, after 20 to 30 hours, you are going to run out of things to eventually do. And that's how gaming works most of the time. Dead Island 2 is not a live service game, so I wouldn't really expect a huge post-launch support map or really anything like that, at least right now. One of the things I hope for most is some good replay value, you know? For me, going back and replaying games is what helps my channel. It gives me a reason to keep grinding, keep looking for little secrets, Easter eggs, and really see what's going on in this game, the things the level designers hid, and so on. People get bored. People like to hide things. We've seen many cases in the past where developers hide little secrets and things in corners of the rooms and little statues and so on. It gives people a reason to look closer, look at the environments deeper, and we know for sure the environments are pretty damn beautiful. This game certainly has its pros and cons, but I do think it has more pros than cons, so take that as you will, but honestly, I think it's going to be some really good fun, and I hope you guys all have fun in your journey as well. It's a long time coming, but we are here. Dead Island 2 has finally arrived, baby. So thank you all for watching. Feel free to like the video, subscribe if you want to, and stop by next time.